Hello everyone, myself Ketan Bhavsar, Assistant Professor in LJ Engineering College, Ahmedabad. In image processing subject, we start today unit number 3, filter in frequency domain, and topic is filtering in frequency domain. So in chapter number 2 we discuss about the spatial domain, and also we study the different types of low pass, high pass and band pass filter. So in this unit or in this particular chapter we also discuss about the filters, but now in terms of the practically we work on the frequency domain, because as you all know, when we work in the spatial domain and when we convert into the frequency domain, then we can work betterly in frequency domain because of the each and every sampling rate. So we can easily work on the frequency domain data and we can extract the meaningful content from the frequency domain. So now in previous session you all know we work on the practical number 1 and we work on the MATLAB 2014A and also try to work on read images and convert in gray and black and white format, and also work that how to use figure command, IM tool command, IM show command, and also work on the subplot in previous session. So now today's topic is a frequency domain filter or filters in frequency domain. Frequency domain filters are used for smoothing and sharpening of image by removing of high or low frequency components. Sometimes it is possible of remove of very high and very low frequency. So when we are dealing about the smoothing filter, then with help of this smoothing filter we can remove a high and low frequency content, and with help of these two components we can easily remove the component and we can easily remove the noise. Frequency domain filters are different from spatial domain filter as it is basically focused on the frequency of the images. So basically we work on a frequency domain concept, and also we work specially on the domain based concept, that how we can work on the frequency based content, and with help of this frequency based content we try to remove the different types of noises. It is basically done for two basic operations in terms of image smoothing and sharpening. So as you can see, if you're talking about frequency domain filters, then we have basically three filters. It's a low pass filter, high pass filter and band pass filter. So as you already know, low pass filter remove the high frequency component, that means it skip a low frequency component. It is used for smooth the image and also try to remove the noise from the image. It is used to smooth the image by attenuating high frequency component and pursuing a low frequency component. As you can see, G of U comma V, where H of U comma V and F of U comma V. So F of U comma V, it's a frequency domain in original image, or we can say that F of U comma V, it's a Fourier transform of original image. So we can easily remove different types of domain based concept, and Fourier transform is also used for when we convert the data from time domain to frequency domain. H of U comma V is a Fourier transform of filtering mask. So as you already know, when we are working with a neighborhood based concept or whenever we work in a frequency domain based concept, then we definitely work on masking. Same, we can work on the high pass filter, that it block a low pass component and keep a high frequency component, and it remove the low frequency data from the images. It is used for sharpening the image, that it is used to sharpen the image, means if it is talking about sharpness or we are talking about the edges of image, that how you can improve the quality of image in frequency domain content. As you can see, H of U comma V is equal to 1 minus H less U comma V. It's H less U comma V. It's nothing but it is generally represent the low pass filter, and H of U comma V it's represent the Fourier transform of high pass filter. So we can easily remove this type of the content using filtering based concept. Same way we can work in the band pass filter. Band pass filter remove the very low frequency and very high frequency, so it's generally used to cap a middle frequency, or we can say that it is only cap a middle frequency, and we are getting actually the band pass signal from it remove the low component from one particular threshold and also one high component from particular threshold. So it is generally used to reducing the noise and also enhance the quality of edges in particular images. So as you can see, if you are talking about the circle and if you are working on particular data, so as you can see here we are taking the central values, it represent the low pass content, and if you can see the upper part, it represents the high pass content, because as usual you can see it is working with a low frequency and it is working with the high frequency based concept. So this one is just a graphical representation that how actually low pass and band and high pass filter work. Image smoothing and image sharpening using filter. So as you can see we have two types, as we already see, image smoothing and image sharpening. So we have three types in image smoothing and three types in image sharpening: ideal low pass filter, Butterworth low pass filter and Gaussian low pass filter. Now also we can see the depth. As you can see, the in frequency domain filter, it's a low pass filter and high pass filter, means image smoothing and image sharpening. We can consider image smoothing as a low pass filter. You can see we have three types like ideal low pass filter, Butterworth low pass filter and Gaussian low pass filter for image smoothing. And similarly for the sharpening we have ideal high pass filter, Butterworth high pass filter and Gaussian high pass filter. So similarly we have these three types for image smoothing and three types of image sharpening. Now we're talking about the low pass filter. The most basic of filtering operation is called a low pass filter. It is generally called a blurring or smoothing filter. The simplest low pass filter just calculate the average of pixels and all of its 8 immediate neighbors. It's also called as a blurring mask. Now we talk on the ideal low pass filter. A 2D low pass filter that passes without attenuation all frequency within a circle of radius d0 from the origin and cut off all frequency outside the circle. It's called an ideal low pass filter. As we already seen one particular diagram that we can see the circles and it eliminates all the content and allow us to specific content. d0 it's a positive constant and du comma v it's a distance between a point u comma v in frequency domain and center of the frequency rectangular. So as you can see, this one is your equations for particularly applying the ideal low pass filter. Same way we can work on the Butterworth low pass filter. And Butterworth low pass filter is a type of signal processing filter designed to have as a flat a frequency response as possible in the pass band. The transfer function of a Butterworth low pass filter of order n with cutoff frequency at distance d0 from the origin is defined as h of u comma v is equal to 1 divided by 1 plus d u comma v divided by d0. It's origin point distance d0 and u comma v is represented by image content or particular row and column. So as you can see, when you try to implement in the practical way and when we try to design in the software point of view in terms of the Python or MATLAB, so we can see this type of the content and this type of the figure we can see on practical scenario. So as you can see, this type of the content we can generate a specific graph. As you can see, it's a smooth curve and some of the content will be overlapped, as you can see. Okay, so it's look like this. This one is the ideal particular graph. We can also generate with help of the MATLAB programming, and also this one is a graphical representation in terms of the two axes, and this one is your image. Similarly, now we move on the Gaussian low pass filter. So in the Gaussian low pass filter, we have a transfer function h of u comma v is equal to e minus d into u comma v divided by 2 rho. So as you can see, the cross sections, you cannot see the overlapping content in this particular graph as compared to a Butterworth low pass filter in previous case. Here you can see it's a overlapping is created in particular region, but here you can identify there is no overlapping is created. So you are getting the better view, and we can say that the better resolutions can be identified, as we can say that using Gaussian low pass filter. And also we can get a better idea that how this particular filter will use and affect the images and how it will remove the different types of noises. So the main advantage of Gaussian low pass filter over the Butterworth low pass filter is that we are assumed that there will be no ringing effect no matter what the filter model will chosen to work with. So ringing effect means it is nothing but it is one type of noise will be introduced into the system, and because of this ringing effect you can see the different types of noises, pulse, or we can say that jitter will be introduced in the system. So we can remove it because of there is no overlapping issue as you can identify. So there is no ringing or there is no effect of noise will be produced in this particular design. So with help of this particular diagram, so we can easily work with different types of content, like you can see here. As you can see, at here we just apply the multiplication factor on the Fourier transform and h of u comma v, that we are taking an image of Fourier transform filtering. U and v represent the rows and column dimension, and same way you can also see for the high pass filter we just removing the content from the low pass, so we can directly get a high pass data because it's removing the concept. We can understand with one particular diagram. As you can see, if I'm removing this particular content, then I can directly get a high pass content, and if I'm removing this content, then I'm directly taking a low pass content. So with help of this particular mathematical equation we can simplify or we can take a meaningful content from it. So it is very useful when we are dealing with the high frequency band and low frequency content. And when we are working in the band pass, then some of the certain portion we can remove from here and some of the certain portion we can remove from here. So we are taking the average range between these two, so it's called as a band pass filter. So it is better to understand in terms of the graphical point of view rather than the words or points. As you can see, and now I just wrote a mathematical way it's represent, because ideally when we try to implement this, then we can have to write down this particular equation in MATLAB software, that we have to take a row and column values, then we have to take a differentiation value, then we have to provide a numerical like mathematical operations, and then intersections. And also we can see this type of the equation that we have to write down, and see we have to use a for loop based concept, because the image size should be a 255 into 255 or 151 into 5121, 1024 into 1024, so it can be any. So this particular h of u comma v based concept we can apply, and we can get a better content with respect to a specific methodology. So as you can see, 1 plus du comma v divided by d0 into 2 raised to the power of 2n, and similarly we can easily identify a row based equation, because if you vary the value of row, and according to that you can see the variations on the graphical point of view and also in terms of the image point of view. So we can differentiate the range value from low to high or high to low, and this one is the initial thresholds point that we can also set when we working on the MATLAB programming. Okay, and as you can see, based on the ringing effect, we can definitely prove that the Gaussian low pass filter is work better as compared to the Butterworth low pass filter. So I hope that you like this session, and you definitely get the idea about how this filter are actually working. But in the next session we definitely work on the image sharpening based concept, and similarly we have to deal with high pass filter, ideal high pass filter, Butterworth high pass filter, and Gaussian high pass filter. And then one more topic is that it's a homomorphic filter, which play a main role when we want to remove a shadowing based content from the images. So I hope that you really like these sessions, and if you have any doubt related to a filter that we can use in the frequency domain, then you can contact me. And make sure that there is a very sharp difference between the spatial domain filter and frequency domain filter, because combination of these two filters, it can be work in many more applications, but it is very sharp line between these two type of filters. So make sure that you have to make concentration. If in exam someone asks the spatial domain filter, then you have to write down particular that step, and if it is a frequency domain, then you have to write down this particular step. So I hope that you really like the session, and also you can get the idea what exactly the filter and frequency domain is, and also how image smoothing will work. So thank you very much.